Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Very briefly, I want to say this because many people may mistake what I do on this social media platform to somebody's aspirations into politics and things like that. If you check my Facebook, I have been very clear. I have stood my ground for anything which is unfair. That doesn't make me to belong to any political party. I'm just a Zambian noble citizen, okay? Now, for the past years, so much has gone on in the political scene. Some of us, we made sure we took off the patriotic front using Facebook. When many of you couldn't even campaign, we would do that, okay, because of the things that were going on. Now, in this case, we are talking about former president of Zambia, Edgar Lungu, okay? Whatever differences that have been, because this one belongs to this party, that party, I don't care about that rubbish, okay? You do this, you do that, What I'm caring about is the welfare of this man who was denied medical care. That's all. That's all. You know, if this happened to an ordinary Zambian, we don't have money to pay for you, I can understand. But reading articles from someone like Andy Jr., who's saying, as far back as 2022, some of us were not even aware. I'm not aspiring for any political position. As you can see, I'm in the UK, doing my own thing. But certain things, because Zambia is where my heart is, I can't just keep quiet and say, it's none of my business. We have to correct these mistakes for the future generation politicians. Ken Dumbo has posted on his page, he says, may we not have this type of clashing in the next generation of politicians. So if we are quiet, we're just watching, how will people hear the voice? Okay? We are saying, allow people to mourn freely wherever they want to mourn, but learn from this. The reason why people are not even free to go to Belvedere Lodge is still empty. I know they are saying the mourning period starts from the 8th. I don't know if today is the 8th. I believe today is the 8th. This is my mother's birthday. I should even be talking to my mother on video call. But because my heart is with the Zambian people, that's why I'm here. So many people have been writing comments, hey, she's been bought. She's bought by who? So we should just be watching things going wrong. Read my articles from yesterday. After Bino Mpondo said something, I started now pointing at the mistakes. The church, you failed. Okay? Everybody has failed. We cannot be living in a country where people who are Zambian citizens are fighting each other because of what? Because of power? Because of power? And then at the end of the day, everyone will die, whether we like it or not. The next generation of people who will come and take over, what are they going to learn from us? Or you, the older politicians. Because the ones who are above 68 or 60, in the next 5 years, after the next office, whether it's President Hakainde Hichilema who will win next year or whatever, by 2031, he will retire. And then the younger generation will come on board. What is all this? When PF was in power, there was arguments. I would do videos here and condemn the injustices. I've never been a person who does not condemn injustice. When President Hakainde Hichilema is in power now, anything that I feel is not right, I will say it. I've never been a person that will say, no, PF, they are good. I've never supported PF in any way. My videos are there even on YouTube, everywhere. Now, this is a funeral. Why are we reminding ourselves okay, with the past. Yeah, this is how Hakainde was treated. This is how Hakainde, you are harboring that hatred. It's very bad as Zambian people. Yesterday I made a comment, I said, you can understand the family how they are feeling because of how their father was treated. But whether you or me like it or not, President or former President Edgar Lungu served our country, and therefore he is a government's property. But they should learn from their mistakes, the current leadership. They should have sought for guidance. Former president, he's now saying he's inactive in politics. What do we do? People are now saying, he decided to go in active politics. Read your constitution. My dear, a former president is a former president. Okay? You can do whatever you are doing, court, this, that. Me, I don't even follow those things. I've seen the videos. My own is, why was this man here denied trips to go to South Africa as far back as 2022? Because that is what the Patriotic Front will stand on. Okay? You understand? That is what people will stand on. So in the future, avoid such mistakes, because even President Hakainde Hichilema, he will be a former president as well. Would you want him to be treated like this? Whether we like it or not, you're above 60, you will be sick. That's the way it is. Joints, what? So, what are we going to do at that time? Are we going to be clapping and say, yay, you did that to President Lungu, even you? No. We should stop this from now on, so that the future should never be repeated. Any situation, reflect on it. And let it remind us that we still have a Zambia for tomorrow. Okay? We still have a Zambia for tomorrow. And when that Zambia, we have the future generation, then they say, President HH, remember what you did. Remember, we now start doing, do you remember? It should never be like this. I can never support a lot of things about PF. I'm one person, even Honorable Given Rubinda, I was against them. Kampiongo, Bowman. But I'm talking about medical. If somebody is sick, what happens? A former head of state is sick. Do we let him die and say we are not responsible, and then we come and claim the body that is state body? We should learn from our mistakes. That's what I'm saying. So, for the Zambian people, the ordinary Zambian people, who don't have where to go and mourn, they are free to go to the party secretariat. You understand? Because from what I can see, videos, pictures, people are going there. I know a YouTuber who went there. He's done videos on his YouTube channel. He doesn't even know anybody. It's not even PF. You can go there and pay your last respects. Remember that when the government takes over from the airport, they will give us instructions as to what will happen, whether the body will go across the country like what they did to other presidents before. And then after that, we'll now say goodbye. Now, when we say goodbye, what next for Zambia? Please, let's condemn any sort of negative things that have happened to former President Edgar Lungu. In the history of Zambia, it's the first time that we have to let Tintana over the body. Who is going to bury? No, it happened like this. No, the family did this. It's the first time. If you go on Dixon Jerry's page, he has said he served in Chiluba's time. He served in Lungu's time. And even when they were trying to do the funerals for President Sata. He died in the United Kingdom. We had a service in the UK here. And then the body was sent to Zambia. He was in office when he died. It was easy. Mwanawasa too was in office when he died. It was easy. Okay? But for President Lungu, it's difficult because of the circumstances of which this man had to go to South Africa by himself. Okay? So, no matter what, Mpundu, you found me with 647,000 followers. Go and see that from Nigeria and other African countries. I can't even grow because of you talking about Zambian things. Check the content we do. But when there is injustice, I can't keep quiet. That is me. I used to score that Bomanusam. Kampion. I don't even have kind words for him. But in this case, we are looking at how the government should have handled this matter properly without escalating this anger. Nechkonko. Ichkonko icho abantu bakwete. Chakutira tibalungu mwali bakenyo kuya ku hospital. Edo balefa ikukuya ku hospital. Ichkonko ichikwete abantu. Ngabali basuminishe kuya ku hospital ngatabafuire. Ngabali basuminishe ukuya ku chipatala mu 2022 ngatabafuire. Ngatababa fumishe pandeke balungu ngatabafuire. If this man was not denied access to healthcare by removing him from the plane in 2022, he wouldn't have died. This is what is making people angry. No matter what, as leaders, we should always know that leadership is not permanent. We should always know that the people of Zambia are the ones who put you in those seats. And therefore, anything to do with their spirits and souls being angered, never repeat it in your entire life. That is why in this life we have political advisors. What was so difficult to sit down with President Lungu? Sir, this is the constitution. How do we work? Strip this man. Strip this. Strip that. Strip that. You understand? The whole blame is, why wasn't this man given access to go to South Africa to seek medical help, which he has been doing for the past years? What is even making people angry is he was on the plane. He was removed from the plane by officers like a common thief, common criminal. Yet he has documentation to prove he's just going for medical help. So understand the people. When they are saying they cannot mourn with strangers, when they want to mourn at the state lodge, they are mourning because they know they want to mourn. If you want to mourn at the state lodge, take people, officials, okay? Okay, take officials like diplomats. Let them go there. It's okay. Diplomats can go there. Because, these are dignitaries from what. But when it comes to the Zambian people, they've already made this place, the Secretariat, as the funeral home. Now, my question is, why doesn't President Lungu have a house? How does it work? People are saying, no, the last time they had a funeral for this man, it was at that place. Okay? It's a government lodge. Whether private, government, I don't know. Okay? It's a government place. People don't feel the connection because government rejected him. President Hakainde Hichilema, if you ever watch this video, the people you surround yourself with, they will mess you up. The same way when President Lungu was in power, we were saying these things. President Lungu, the people you are surrounding yourself with, they are not good people. Okay? They're not good people. He was mute. What happened? the Zambians booted him out. I'm here again as a Zambian citizen who will stand here and talk about what's happening in Zambia, the injustice during the Patriotic Front, to say, President Hakainde Hichilema and the UPND government, you didn't try. Change now. All this arrest this one, arrest B, arrest C. No, they were corrupt. No, they were what? The Zambians are just watching. Steve, you are a cadre. I can never be a cadre for anybody. Nobody has ever given me $1. I do everything by myself. Okay? Nobody has ever given me even 50 kwacha. Even freeze it. They've never. Even when we were supporting UPND government, which before they even got into power, some of us, we still stand even by President Hakainde Hichilema even today. We have still not gotten even 50 kwacha. But we still speak. When things are good, we speak. When things are bad, we speak. Because one thing about President Hakainde Hichilema, he uses social media to see what the people are saying. Okay? I condemned why me. So many social media people condemned why me. Where is he? He's been arrested. What happens? Through social media. It becomes wrong if I come on social media and I start saying this and no. If I am talking about what's there in the public domain, the family is arguing. There is a, they are defeating each other between the family and the government. Now, the government now wants to claim a dead body as a state property. When this man was alive, he was never claimed as a state property. So, from the family aspect, understand them. Understand them, because Chira Karipa, I've lost my father before. My father died. Before he died, he traveled to America for medicals. I can imagine how I would have felt if at the airport they told him, sorry, sir, you can't travel to America. Because the government has said you are, bound in Zambia, you can't travel. Imagine. And then you hear 10 days later that your dad dies. Because my dad died, he also went to America, but it was too late. Because they didn't find what he was, sick of in Zambia. It took time for them to discover. Okay? So there's no need to pay evil for evil. Believe you me, with everything that has happened to the Patriotic Front, we can see that power is temporal. Who knew that someone like Honorable Given would be humble and talking like that? Who knew that Kampiong would be talking like that? Who knew that Boman Musambo would be where he is today? You understand? Everything is 10 by 10. But let's be careful how we are treating each other for the sake of tomorrow. Because the very same people who say, we were planning this, we were planning this, we were planning this. Okay? And I'm begging you from this. After the burial of President Edgar Lungu, I am begging you to leave ECL's family alone. Leave the Patriotic Front alone. To do whatever they want to campaign, oh, we win. Leave them. Leave Tasula Lungu alone. Let her live her life. Let her mourn her father. Because I've already seen some signals of, because they are refusing the body, they want to arrest them. Ivo Simzachita. For as long as we have social media, we will take it as far as the United Nations to stop that. You cannot do that to the family. Listen, said, I miss your point. You are talking about Lungu, HH. I said, we cannot be going back to the past. Okay? HH is already in government. What are we fighting for? Shouldn't we be fighting for more bridges? Shouldn't we be fighting for more schools, for empowerment? What are we fighting for? Lungu was powerless. PF is powerless. Okay, show me which person PF can appoint to say, okay, even if this person wants to stand as president, are you sure they will win? That's the question. So the more you're focused on PF, fighting PF, Zambians are seeing these things. And Zambians are very good at voting sympathetically. Okay? They will vote using sympathy. If I were you, I will stop this now. Trust me, I will stop this now. Because as you continue, Zambians are seeing, so these people just used us so that they could revenge. Because that's what it's all about here. Edith Nawakwi is dead. Tutan Gulube is dead. Edgar Lungu is dead. So many of them are dead or in prison. Shouldn't we be using the scripture of I will dine and set a table before your enemies? Let the people who said you will never be president be alive to see you president. Let the people who said you will never step your foot in State House be alive. They have to live long enough to even see money. To see you being recognized by the UN. To see you being recognized by different people. Say, now, if this one is dead, that one is dead, that one is dead. So, then what's the purpose of scripture? Okay? The scripture tells us that I will set a table before your enemies. Your enemies should be alive to see you dining with Trump. Your enemies should be alive to see you being given the UN peace ambassador, what. So if all your enemies are dying, what's the purpose of scripture? So this must stop from now onwards. Leave the first family alone. It's enough. The former first, leave it alone. Tasila Lungu comes back, she's barely what they were talking about when she comes back from what? You want to take a member of parliament position like what they've been doing. They find you with something. And then like what they've done with that MP who said something about tribal. Somebody will comment on my page, provoking, so that you say something. They're deliberately provoking people. Then they say, oh, you're being tribal. What have I done? You came to insult me on my page. You followed me. So I should fear you because you belong to a certain tribe? No. It doesn't work like that. We are all Zambians. And Zambia belongs to every Zambian. That is why I speak English. If you don't understand English, I don't know. At least there's free education. Go and learn. Because if I wanted, I would have been speaking maybe Chinyanja only. But I'm speaking a neutral language for you to understand. Whether you are Lozi, whether you are Lubale, you understand what I'm saying. Why me was insulting President Hakainde Hichilema? I condemned it. Did you see me clapping? Did you see me share his video? And say, yes, I celebrate. I condemned it. He cannot be insulting Madam Nalumango like that. That's his mother. I condemned it. He's been arrested. I've reported and I said, I'm happy. That's me. I speak for what is right. If we start going, we are sowing a negative seed in our hearts. Enough is enough. Okay? Some of us those days, we would talk. We were angry. But after we became reborn again by August 2023, go and see my posts. I've even encouraged Madam Edgar Lungu to say, Mama, you were there for us. May you come out of this battle. I don't really follow politics, what is going on. That's why when people are saying, you didn't know this and this, I don't follow. Maybe when I just see President HH post that he's doing one bridge, I say, okay, I don't follow even UPND pages. I don't follow PF pages. I don't. It's only when they're posting this news that, oh, maybe I've just followed to just see what's there. And we share to people because I have international followers who want to see what's happening in Zambia. And I've also got Zambians who are abroad who want to see what is happening in Zambia because they too, they are not into politics. I stopped active politics 2021. I'm not interested in any political position. So if I stand with Edgar Lungu in a picture, that doesn't make me aspiring for a position. I'm here in the UK and you won't see me in Zambia for the next 3 years. Because there's something I'm doing here which will keep me here for those years. And I cannot be here and there. If you see me, maybe I'll be in Jamaica. If you see me in another country, maybe I'll be in Barbados or America. I am busy. But whilst we are in this season, let's talk about these things. We should never have two giants, influential people like President Lungu, former President Lungu, and Hakainde Chilema, two giants like this, who should bring Zambians together in the opposite direction. It's been cat and mouse for years. We have seen it. It's not even in news or it's a secret. Oh, if you talk about it, it's cyber. It's there in the public domain. It's been cat and mouse between these two. But in this case, one of them has died. Let's treat this man with dignity. One comment, a whole post, it shocked me. UPND member posted, Plan B, Plan B. So B stood for burial and he's mocking. Some people are celebrating. Nobody is exempt. Okay? And if anything, the Patriotic Front have asked for support for food. Don't mock. Somebody posted, hey, the government has provided this place to go and eat. You can't force people. You people have never gotten along. You want to get along today. It's not possible. So for our dignitaries and international visitors, they can go and sign book there. But for our locals, Zambians, let them go where they feel more comfortable. If there is food that the Secretariat needs, I beg, if you are ready to donate, you are in the diaspora, give us, we'll deliver minimum. Give us, we'll deliver goat. It's not we belong to any party like that, no. It's just that thing of crying together with other Zambians. It's not about any political party. Okay? We don't belong to any, me, I'm not in any active politics. I'm not even interested. This same cat and mouse, do me, I do you. This one is in power. We're now doing as if we are in Congo. We're even scared to even laugh, to even comment, to post. If you comment cyber, I shouldn't even talk my opinions at cyber. Go on Twitter and see how people are speaking about the UK. Go on what's happening between Trump and what? Things are happening. Nobody's telling them cyber. You'll be arrested. What is that? Go and read your book. Go and read your book, my dear. I have a human right as a Zambian citizen to speak about the affairs of my country. I have freedom of speech. It's there. Why did we sign up to democracy? Is this a democracy we want? Is this a Zambia we want? Where somebody can do injustice to someone over healthcare. You understand? So, in the end, whatever you say, oh, you're PF, it's okay. At one time, I was called that I'm this cadre, that cadre. I don't belong to anybody. Nobody can even pay me. I've never even spoken to anybody since this funeral happened. Apart from I just see what you people share. If I see this one sharing this, okay. I've never even spoken to them, to anybody on the phone. I am here even looking at you with my two koro eye. I don't have time. After the man is buried, answer, finito. We'll move on. But let peace reign. Allow people to mourn where they want to mourn. You know? Some people are coming up with statements to say they've been refused to go and mourn this. PF hasn't requested food for anybody. Check what Lubinda is saying. My dear, he said it in his video. It's on my page. He said it to say, please, whatever you can contribute, food, what he said, it is there. I shared it on my page. You know, in politics, from what I've seen in politics, your opponent will always try to find something to speak about. Oh, now they're asking for food. We have provided them with this place to go and mourn people. You understand? Because this person was into active politics and he belonged to this party, let his party people mourn him, but also Zambian students, let them go. Because for Zambians like myself, I would want to know where this man used to work. Okay? I don't think it was in that Belvedere lodge. You understand? If it was even the funeral in State House, I would even say go. Because State House, okay? 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 Because State House is a place where everyone wants to go. But obviously, you cannot have funeral there, okay? But let the people go and mourn where they want to mourn. When they go and mourn, it's okay. Us who are in the diaspora, we are also mourning from our houses. Some are going to the embassy. Some have gathered in their homes together to mourn. Okay? So, the political arena in Zambia is too toxic. And you can't add us to your beef. Okay? If you have beef with Lungu, you can't add me, Liden Mutambo. I'm an individual. Okay? If you have beef with HH, you can't add me. 2 days ago, I was appreciating HH. I said, because of HH, he promoted me on Facebook. I became popular. So, you understand? But let's work together as a team. Not umuntu mamona. Alande chintu upade wa Lungu chisuma. Hey, you are a kada. Oh, you've been paid. Awe. Stop it. You see me write about HH. Hey, she's looking for a position in government. She went to apply. She's suffering in UK. Come on. Is it everybody who is meant to work? I've been self-employed for 5 years. 5 years. I've never worked for anybody. Should I come and tell you, today I am getting check for this and this? For what? Bakando, eh? You understand? So when I have my time, today is Sunday, I came from church. I have my time and I'm speaking to you people. It's because I love Zambia. I used to speak about the Chinese. Oh, God knows. Go to YouTube, my videos are there. Madam Edith Nawakwe, these are things we spoke about. There's nothing I never spoke about. But at this time, not quite a chidiro. Let's focus pa chidiro. Tuwashike wa Lungu mwa mutende. Nganiku nani mbalea ukuku Belvedere. Those who want to come to Belvedere, bala isa ku Belvedere. Those who want to go to Secretariat, let them go to Secretariat. In fact, if I were UPND, I would have also hosted my own funeral at the Secretariat. Even put a book there. You are welcome at the UPND Secretariat to sign the book. It shows that you are actually human. Let's have human hearts. Every secretariat of every political party, have a book there for people to sign. Put candle, put picture. When people visit, they sign. They visit, they sign. When it's time, the family has settled, you take the books to the family. This was from the UP. Let them read through. So this one went there. Donations are welcome at any funeral. The government is already struggling by collecting loans here and there. Already. It was cheaper to send President Lungu when he was alive to South Africa than to repatriate a body of a former head of state. That's money now. Even the state lodge that they've booked, that for people to go there, Belvedere, just that chair, the cover they've put there is money. The food that they've prepared, the drinks is money. You understand? It's not about, we provided this thing for you guys. No. Imiti manashi karipa. Nachi karipa kumuti. If me, I was nowhere even near close to President Lungu at all. If me didn't mutambo, I'm feeling the pain. What more those that were dining with President Lungu? Those who were empowered by President Lungu, how are they feeling? I saw one young man, Andy. He cried. People are now saying, how can you be taking camera? You're crying. they had a close relationship, allow them to cry. Those of you who remember when Anderson Mazoka died, I remember my father those days says Anderson Mazoka is dead. I have never seen a grown man cry. My father cried for that man. You understand? You don't know the relationship that these people have. Allow Zambians to mourn. There is no formula to mourning. Some people mourn. Thanks so much, Prophet from Australia, watching. Fanuel, excellence, destiny. Good to see you, man of God. There's no formula to mourning. Some people are dancing. Edgar Lungu. Pampando. You know, some of these things, when we say life is spiritual, this is what we mean. He was saying, maybe he has already seen he'll be in heaven. I've shared a video where he said, I will be, or when Freddie and my neighbor in Newcastle, what did he say? I will be on the ballot paper next year, whether they like it or not. What do we learn from the lessons as he spoke? The will of man is not the will of God. He wanted it. But God said, you have done your job. It is finished. Let these other people carry on the mantle. Are we going to be fighting each other? You are 70, you are 80, you are 90. You want to be in power. You want to be in power. When you are 90, the young people say, this was the former president of Zambia. Let's honor him. Birthday, everybody is going there to see you. Now, if we create this tension now, you are the former head of state. What happens? Because I've seen some people saying, this man, President HH, he's a head of state. He's a head of state. And next year, maybe he'll be the former. And the other year, or what. When he'll be the former, what next? He'll be the father of the nation. And he should be treated as a father of the nation. So if I were President Hakainde Hichilema, let's look at the rules, the constitution around a president. If he wants to come back in power, does he still lose his benefits, like what people are saying? Don't justify wrongs with a wrong. When it comes to health, please be calm. When it comes to health, because let's not even justify. I've seen pictures of President Lungu standing at the airport, waiting with officials, trying to negotiate to go. Sure. And it's also a time for you, President Hakainde Hichilema, to build a powerful hospital that has cancer research laboratories, all those things, or specifically for head of states and former ministers. Because let me tell you this, when this post was even posted on BBC that he has died, people said, he died in South Africa, not Zambia. This is a problem that African presidents have had for many years. They don't build within their country. South Africa is in Africa. They have all those facilities we don't have up to now in 21st century, in 2025. We are still flying out. So we have lessons to learn. Number one, build hospitals, facilities, state of the art, so that we don't need to fly abroad. Number two, former heads of state should be respected regardless. We have seen the insults of social media. It's not even nice. Is this how politics should be? Insulting this man? Somebody's dead, you are still insulting him. This person gave power peacefully, you are still insulting him. What is this all about? You will never step on the foot, blah, blah, blah. You are not God. Even on the day of elections, God can decide you sleep and not wake up. Nobody is immortal. So let us shut our mouth. Don't talk too much. The day of election, you can just sleep and not wake up. Oh, this person had heart attack. It is by the grace of God that everybody is alive. You understand? No matter what. When I saw a video of Madam Edith Nawakwi and President Lungu, it's recent. They didn't look healthy. They looked frail. Both of them denied access to medical. What is that? Is that how we're supposed to leave a former cabinet minister? And then you do a pa with guns and you do chop, 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 boom! Person dancing of Zambia. Honestly, what is this all about? Is this what the younger generation should copy? Chastising all the children. That is why Frederick Titus Chiluba, his children, have you seen them near politics? Do you think they're interested? After what their father went through? You think they're interested? They are not. Today one of them even commented on my page. Hasti, you can't tell me to keep quiet. It's my page. F off. You don't pay my bills. You don't even fund my flights to Zambia. Damn you. If you don't know, I made sure we had more than 3,000 young people with voters' cards and NRCs. Do you know how many people I transported in Monali constituency for you to come and tell me to shut up? I have every right to speak about what's happening in Zambia because we contributed to the victory of Haka in the Hichilema. And I cannot keep quiet and watch people advise him wrongly. Do you know how many Vitengas we bought? How many people we empowered? Do you see me bitter? I'm not even interested. We helped the Zambian people to get their victory. Enough. Answer. Finito. How many young people? Do you know how many buses I hired? Me personally, I hired buses. Go and ask chairmans in Munali constituency, they'll tell you. How many young people? They are turning 17. I take them to go and get NRCs. You want to hear, you come and tell me what? So shut up. You don't even know what it means to even contribute to the economy of Zambia. So shut up. You understand? So if we are talking, we're not talking because we have nothing to say. We made sure UPND had this victory. And therefore, when they make mistakes, we cannot just watch them and say, it's okay. Okay? So, the dignitaries can come to the lodge. And those who are shameful to go to the Secretariat, they can go. But, whatever is happening is because of the seeds that these our old generational politicians have planted between themselves. To them, politics is, I'm in power, I do you. You are in power, you do me. You have to feel the weight that I'm the boss. That's not the type of politics. You understand? We should never be fighting like this. How many of our presidents, apart from our president, with all due respect, how many of them have died? How many years ago were they presidents? They had their reign. They had their time. Okay? So, let's not be too excited about you being in power. And the cadre, no, it's not me, it's the cadre. The cadres must be told off. You F up on the internet, you're on your own. You speak against this man, you're on your own. But no, people be clapping, justifying, getting screenshots. I posted 7 years ago on Mwebantu post, okay, where I said, when I saw Madam Hichilema, I saw the picture. I was not even involved in politics or even talking. That post still remains there. I said, this man you are treating like this, he will be president one day, Mukesanje. That like is like 2,000 or so likes. That comment. It's there on Mwebantu. If you go on Mwebantu. I commented because I knew that everyone has their season and their day. They treated him badly. He's now the president of Zambia. Must he also treat them badly? Must the system also do the same? Must they reciprocate? No. Okay? Let's focus on building a better Zambia. It is shameful to hear that we're going to borrow $300 million, $40 million, $500 million. I don't know. I'm just saying the amount. Huh? And yet we cannot even have even one hospital worth $20 million with all the gold, all the copper, all the mining that we have in Solwezi. You mean those mines worth millions of dollars? They cannot even give. Everybody wants to eat alone. This one wants to eat. You are eating alone with your family. This one comes in power. You eat. You want to eat alone with family. This one is a minister. You want to eat. This one is got this mine. This one has got this mine. Things of the Zambian people. And when this person, anybody passes on, we now start asking ourselves questions. So, this is how life is. We don't want President Hakainde Hichilema. You are no longer a president tomorrow. What is happening today happens to you. We don't want that. Because what we don't want is for people to say, hey, you deserve it. Nobody deserves anything. These people made mistakes. Let bygones be bygones. They are no longer in power. They are powerless. They don't even have money. Do you know what it means to host an election? They don't have. You are just being intimidated by people who are just talking. These people have been in government before. They know how power is sweet. So they understand that they've lost out on something that they used to have. You understand? So many things are happening in Zambia. Somebody saying when things are bad are happening, just know that things are good, are coming. You are right, Mama, on HH. Things have been balanced. Some good things have happened during HH reign. Some very bad things have happened. And the moment we voice out like this, HH acts. Immediately we started voicing out, he has died. IMB has already gone. Right now as I speak, Madam Wina is there, and I believe my dad's very good friend, Enoch Kavindele. He was my dad's very good friend. My dad saw how these politicians were. My dad said, me, politics, no. Very good friend to my father. Tell him that Jones Mutambo's daughter is saying you are very good. He will tell you. Very good friend. Even at my father's funeral, he was there. We have the videos. Okay? They've gone. All those, when we used to go to their houses when we were kids. My father said, no politics. It's too dirty. The type of democracy we are seeing in Zambia is not even something even a Christian would want to be part of. Somebody will come on my page, insult me, big insults. I'll reply you. Or because I'm a woman of God, I cannot reply. I'll reply you. And show you that me too, I can insult. What is that? You come on my page, somebody just came on my page, look at this woman with children, what has children with different daddies got to do with me speaking out my issues? You've never heard of divorce. You've never heard of people separating before. Am I talking about children or am I talking about issues affecting Zambian people? Let me tell you this. My children go to schools in the UK. My children are well catered for. They are British citizens. If anything happened to me today, God forbid, the government will look after them with the passports they have. They have free education. They have free medical. They have free everything. Shouldn't I be going to Barbados, Bahamas to enjoy a holiday and watch you people suffer? I can do that. And just be showing you people that I'm in Dubai today, I'm enjoying life. I feel guilty even to post food. I have so many videos of me doing food. I can't because I know I'm a humanitarian. My mother will tell you, if you speak to my mother Mutambo, Violet Mutambo, she will tell you, I used to take food from the house, my share, and give to neighbors when I was young. It's not something I've started from today. I just wake up. Harvest, I will never turn down. You don't pay my bills to tell me to turn down. 21 years in the UK, you've never even contributed to me flying from UK to Zambia. I've been flying, we were flying from UK to Zambia to campaign for HH. Did he pay for my flight? Zero. Have I asked for refund? No. But if I want, I can ask. Why? Because umutima, we just do it for the Zambian people. I can go to Bahamas. The other time my son was in France, did I post on Facebook that my son was in France? My other daughter they were there in America on holiday, enjoying. Did you see me post them in Disney? Doing this. What is it for? So for me, I want to see you guys enjoy the benefits of good leadership. Okay. Health of President Lungu or state funeral, which one is more important? Both. He's gone now. It's too late. We cannot reverse what has happened. But we should learn from this mistake. Even the Western world, when they make a mistake, that's where the laws have come in, even for social services. Every child matters because of what happened to a child called Victoria Klimbe. So many people. Okay. There was a child that came in from West Africa. The mother brought the child as her child. The child was being abused. Nobody cared. Nobody, because the child was from Africa. Okay. When the social services would go there to say, we want to check on the child, they'll say the child is fine. They'll just peep like that. Then the rules changed after that child died. The social worker was arrested. The government, everything, they reformed everything to say, anytime you go to a house, go inside the house, check a child's bedroom, check the child's skin, check everything on the child. The schools, check the child. Everywhere, check the child. If you don't see the child for 2 days, in 10 days you don't see the child, report to the police and break the door. And the police will do that. It's by law. The police can break any door in this country. How did those things come up? When there's problems and issues like this, they reform. So we too, we should reform. Okay? This thing has happened. Zambia is mourning. At one time, the students were not happy because their meal allowance was cut off. But today, they are dancing. Does that mean that they will no longer support HH? No. Somebody they feel who built those university classes with the Chinese people is no more. So allow people to mourn the way they want to mourn. Okay? So it's sad what's happening. And I'm sure the family will come to the negotiation with... it's very sad that the government will now claim state property when it's too late. Like, you know, the person has already died. You want to claim state property. But President Lungu, when he was president, he deserves that honor. Secondly, it will be in the history of Zambia that a Zambian president was treated like this. And that way, reforms will come up. Thirdly, former president of Zambia was a commander-in-chief. Okay? He was a commander-in-chief of the armed forces. So he needs that kacha, kacha, boom. Our hearts are paining all over. And it's paining us, especially when in the diaspora, to see what is happening in Zambia. Our hearts are troubled. We are not happy. Whatever is happening in Zambia, we are not happy. We can't even pretend we're happy. Some of us even eating, we're failing to eat. Our people eating in Zambia. Otherwise, I would be just showing you guys good life. I can go and buy myself a bag of 2,000 pounds and brag. I'm doing Louis Vuitton. I'm doing... What is it going to do to you if I show you that I have a bag of 2,000? If I show you that today I'm eating in the... 2 weekends ago, we had a very big birthday dinner. With my... I even have the video. I started editing. I couldn't post. Because I don't see myself as that type of a person. I see myself as somebody who wants to see you live a better life. That is why when there was opportunities in the UK, I was announcing, there's opportunities. There's opportunities. Come to the UK, come to the UK. Whatever is happening in Zambia is very shameful. Okay. Very, very shameful. Vincent Chola saying we're crying for Mother Zambia in the diaspora. It's very, very shameful whatever is happening in Zambia. because we have never seen it before happen. We have never seen this before. When which president was sick? I confused between Sata and Mwanawasa. One of them physically took the person to medicals. Is it UK, India? I don't, if I correct my history. Brotherly love should be there. By now, we should be seeing Inonge Wina mingling with Madam Nalumangu. They can't even mingle together. What type of politics is that? Where you can't even mingle? Your mothers mingle together. Let's see you together. Get some wisdom. When you were vice president, how were you working? You belong to that party. I belong to that party. That's the seed you've sown in the new generation. No. So, as the family mourns and everybody mourns, let's just be understanding. And with regards to where people want to mourn, please, me personally, if I'm just a Zambian person who just wants to mourn with other people, I would choose going to the Secretariat. Because a Secretariat is where you've seen this person come there, step there, you know, it's more like their second home. And the Secretariat is what made them to be presidents and they were leaders and stuff. So evil should not prevail in our country, and we clap for it. And nobody should use cyber law because I am talking. No. No. So Diana is saying, Mwanawasa took Sata to South Africa when he was very sick. That was in 2007. And Sata used to say a lot of things. All of us knew Sata. All of us knew Sata. Sata would talk his mind. That's how we loved him like that. And for him to be president one day, was like, he would say, come on, president. Sata would just come on a bus. He was a minister of something. Go on any bus. And he would just be talking to people and cracking jokes. He was a man of the people. That's how Mazoka was as well. He would also, it's just a shame that he never got to rule. Because I know if Mazoka was a president today, it would be a different story, because his vision was, you know, different. He was more grassroots kind of person. Yeah. Everyone has their stamina. Stamina, yeah. Everyone has their way in which they work with people. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. I once shared a few days ago to say, look, if I'm doing videos about Zambia or I'm sharing content about Zambia, I'm just doing it because I just love Zambia. Because for those of you who maybe think she's doing it because she's getting paid $2, $3, 30p, 30 cents, it's nothing. We are doing this because we spoke against the Patriotic Front, and we'll speak against what UPND is doing wrong. Moya says, talk to Luvinda, not HHHH is right for now. I don't know what you're talking about. You've just come on a stream. You haven't even listened to what I've said. You just come and say, this one is right. What are you talking about? Did you even listen to what I had to say? Now, these are the people who mislead politicians. Okay? You are the people who mislead your presidents. Because you have not even heard what I've said. You just come, because I've captioned something, you come and say, talk to this one. Did you listen to what I said? Did you listen to how I appreciated HH? No, you didn't. Did you listen to how I condemned Given Luvinda? No, you didn't. But you just come and say, talk to this one. Who am I, Lilian Mutambo, to talk to Given Luvinda? How old am I? Never Smumba. It's his duty to speak to those people. Your Candile pastor, Never Smumba, is the one who should be doing that, not me. He's the one who's been eating. In MMD, he was eating. And I know why Never Smumba will be against PF, because they kicked him out and took his MPs. That's why he's angry with PF. He's very hungry for power. I repeat, and Never Smumba, anywhere you meet him, tell him Lilian Mutambo said you are a candidate. And tell him Lilian Mutambo said you told her that HH is not a good person to work with. What are you doing with him? I said it. Lilian Mutambo caught me anywhere. I said it. These are the same people who are bringing confusion in our country, Zambia. You cannot be a pastor. You You want to be eating here, eating there. Instead of putting these people, you are there posting because you want to be given, you are the head of commission of elections, blah, 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 free. Because you want to eat. You even abandon the pulpit because you want to eat. May God punish you. Punish you. Some of these people, they're even ashamed to post some of these things that happened to them. Has he ever posted before about his son who committed what? Who unalived himself at Unza? Has he ever posted? He will never post. But he'll be there trying to show like he's holy, holy, holy. His son unalived himself. There must be something wrong there. How can you be a leader that cannot put people together? You are not a pastor. You are a candile. You understand? Some say, Gloria is saying, indeed, you are a patriot Zambian. Thank you for standing up for Zambia. You people in the diaspora, here, we are scared. We can't speak. Continue speaking on our behalf. Me, I came on this Facebook and I said, Boma no Sabo, you idiot. Kampiongo, you idiot. Then today you want to call me that I'm PF. How? They didn't give me any job before. Nobody has given me a job before, so how can you tell me I'm belong to these people when I don't even their secretariat, I just saw it. I've never even been to their office. Huh? So please, guys, as somebody saying, if a fake pastor suits him, that one is he would have been bigger than TB Joshua, that man. But he's hungry. He's the one who was even deceiving Chilua. Very, very diabolic man. That man. I was shocked when I saw him in church. I said, hey, Kylie is looking to be vice president next year. That's why he's being nice. Imagine having Never Small as vice president. When he was in America or Canada, some scandals were there. You want to repeat. That man is not a good man. Diana says, I love you so much. You just make my heart to calm down because the way I was in pain and God has used you now to release the pain. We are Zambian. Yeah. We are Zambians. Let's not be angry at each other. How many people have been freedom fighters of Zambia? They are alive today. They are dead. So what are we fighting about? What is the name and legacy we're going to leave? That one was a big fighter. That one made sure this one was in jail. This one made sure. No. Let's fight for what is right and putting the Zambian people in the right way. So many children are not in schools at the moment. And we are caring about what PF has done. PF has gone on Facebook and insulted this one. Let's arrest them. Wasting government resources. Those resources they are wasting. You could use them to take 20 children to go and do skills. You know, one thing I've realized, the reason why Zambians, they are suffering. Why Zambians we suffer is because we don't have skills. They don't teach us skills. Okay? In the UK right now, a person who does makeup is from Nigeria. Not just one, there are maybe 500. Photography, Nigeria. Any African party is Nigerians doing these things. Music DJ, Nigeria. Sewing clothes, Nigeria. Hairdressing, Nigeria. Barber, Nigeria. Why? When they are young in schools, they teach them these skills. Honestly, we need to teach people these skills. These are life skills. Imagine if I know how to plait hair. You know, I learned how to plait hair in Zambia. In the UK here. How many heads will I do? One head is 150 pounds. I do 10 heads in few days. I've already made 1,500 cash in hand. So many salons when you see here, barbers, they are from West Africans. They teach them. The clothes that we wear here, if you want an outfit to be made for you, it's a Nigerian who learned how to do the outfit, how to sew. Makeup, they learn as a skill. There's a lady, Benny Omodo, the one who's even bought a house in the UK. I went to her house warming. She was working as a makeup artist in Nigeria, hustling. Today, she's in the UK. We don't even have those type of skills. I kept on saying this. Give us these positions. We will help the Zambian people. These are things we have seen in the diaspora. No, they are not good. This one is a PF surrogate. This one, they will even lie that you're PF surrogate because then they cannot do that thing. You understand? This is what CDF should be doing for the Zambian people. Teaching them life skills. Tomorrow, you don't even need to go far. Even just going to South Africa to be a baba. It's money, my dear. You'll be rich. Male or female, you learn how to be a baba. You go to South Africa. You go to South Africa, 1 month, cut hair. Try to see if you can get work permit. Namibia. These are countries you can go to. Just plaiting hair and make money. Right now, designers are making money in Africa because of the outfits that people... Every weekend there's weddings, kitchen parties. We are there waiting for government to give us jobs. Everybody's going to do nursing. The schools of nursing are packed with students. Nursing and clinical officer. Full. When you finish, you have no job. Why not open many industries for us to learn how to design clothes? Imagine here in Zambia, they teach our children who is David Livingstone. Sure. Honestly, Ruben, what are we going to do with David Livingstone? When the young children in China, they are learning life skills. I've seen Ghanaians who are not even educated. They can't even speak English. They run barbershops, drive Range Rover in this country. When doing barber, do you need to speak English to someone? The person will just choose, okay, you want this cut? Okay. You are just cutting and playing music and even putting football there. You are barbering. When you finish, like it, like, thank you, bye. You pay your money. 20 pounds per head, 30 pounds per head. But we are here fighting each other of, hey, I'm now in power. Let's take, instead of putting those life skills in our young people. That's the reason why we are suffering. Anyway, my people, take care. I've spoken a lot. I believe that somebody somewhere also is live presently. I'll see you in my next video. Okay? So wherever you want to go and mourn your president. You can even mourn at home. It's okay. You don't need to do Muzungani Kondo for people to see that you went to a funeral. It's a state funeral. You can cry anywhere. You can meet even as a church, as a group, and just talk about, you know, good things and good memories. Let's learn from this mistake. We hope we'll hear good news from tomorrow because the body should be brought back to Zambia on Wednesday. And teaching when they still have over 90,000. Yeah, people are going to teaching. You want to go and learn teaching. The barbers and hairdressers in this country, they don't. And now, what are people doing now? You already know how to do hair. You already know how to do makeup. You go on YouTube. They just learn how to do the sticking of hair. Now they're wigs. Somebody saying, welcome to PF, remain in PF, don't change again, no matter what. Safe skills. I've never been a PF member. I've only been in one political party, and that's UPND. And at the moment, I'm just here, no there. I'm just there. Okay? Somebody saying, we are tired of this government. Zambian people are suffering because of the cost of living is high, very high for a common citizen. All the government is doing is arresting their opponents. Mama, we are tired. It becomes tiring, very, very tiring. Thank you so much. Somebody's asking, where am I mourning ECL at home? Unless the Zambian community in Darlington, I'll ask aunties there if they're going to make a host a service there. No problem, because there's a pastor. We have a church, a Zambian church in Darlington. There's a lovely couple from Zambia. They've got a big church, very big church in Darlington. I'll actually take a video of it and see. It is a very nice cathedral that they have. Thank you so much, guys. See you on the next one.